and welcome to my AO-Scan frequency healing event. Thank you so much for being here. I am so glad you're here. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. My name is Melinda Love. I am a quantum living advocate for Solex. I have been using the AO-Scan technology for 2 years now. And back when I first started, I was experiencing extreme health anxiety, basically daily panic attacks, and multiple physical health symptoms as well. And now, 2 years later, I haven't had a panic attack since the first day I listened to the custom frequency music. And within about 20 days or so, the anxiety was completely gone, and I haven't went back to that place since. So I am so passionate about sharing this with you and anyone who will listen, because I truly believe that this could be the answer that you're searching for you or your family. So let's just get right into the presentation, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I am pre-recording this so that I can be present with you in the comments. So feel free to ask questions in the chat while I'm going through everything, and I'd be happy to answer those for you along the way. So being that we are using frequency technology, I want to start by going over what energy, vibration, and frequency is, just in case you're not familiar with that. So what we consider to be the basic building blocks of all matter is atoms. And that includes the air, the water, materials. Everything we see is made of atoms. But when we look at those atoms with a very powerful microscope, we see that 99.999999% of the atom is what they call empty space. And quantum physics now recognizes this empty space as energy. And even that 0.0000001% of matter is being questioned. And some quantum physicists say that even that isn't actually particles. So most of what we see is not actually there. It's not actually physical. We are just able to perceive it that way to allow us to have this 3D human experience, which is so beautiful and is so nice to be able to experience this 3D solid life. But everything is actually energy and light. This energy is an intelligent energy field that exists in and connects everything in existence. Energy is always in motion. This is what we refer to as vibration. So again, if you look at something under a microscope, even the presumably solid and still table, chair, or wall, you will see that it is moving, it is vibrating. And the rate at which something vibrates is what we call frequency. And everything has a unique, specific frequency to it. Some frequencies are harmonious to the body and some are not. Energetic imbalance can cause anxiety, depression, physical pain, illness, disease, and even death. Scientists discovered that approximately 170,000 frequencies make up a healthy body. Over the course of 20 years or so, those frequencies were isolated, identified, and cataloged, and are used in the AO-Scan technology as the blueprint frequencies. The AO-Scan technology uses scalar waves. Scalar wave technology was studied extensively by Nikola Tesla. This is a safe form of wavelength energy that doesn't have any electrical or magnetic components to it. The scalar waves are used to safely transfer frequencies from one place to another, even across long distance, instantaneously without deteriorating or altering those frequencies. So the AO-Scan technology uses the scalar waves to transfer the frequencies to the target faster than the speed of light. Rife frequencies. You may have heard of Dr. Royal Rife, who in 1934 was helping cancer patients become cancer-free with his beam ray technology frequencies. These ray frequencies are also used in the AO scan technology, along with other types of frequencies as well, but you can find the complete set of ray frequencies within this technology and use it with a quick press of a button whenever you'd like. Einstein said that future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. He also said that everything is energy and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. So, what's so exciting is right now is the future that he was talking about. Right now, we all have instant access to any frequencies we need. So let's talk a little bit about how the AO scan technology came to be. So in 1982, the founder, Lawrence Swenson, adopted his son who had cerebral palsy. And the doctors were saying that there's nothing that could be done. He would just get worse and worse. Lauren did not accept that as a response. So he traveled the world and teamed up with scientists and created the theta chamber, which reversed his son's cerebral palsy. Since then, in 2008, Lauren discovered the NLS system at a trade show in China and later created with his team the AO Scan digital body analyzer, which worked as a program that could scan your body. And in 2012, the advanced AO Scan system was introduced. This was a machine that was $38,000, and some practitioners use this. You would have to go to their office and get a scan. And in 2021, Solex introduced the AO Scan mobile app that anyone can have access to this $38,000 technology in their own phone or laptop or tablet, whatever device you choose to use with Wi-Fi. You can use this app to scan and use frequencies anytime you want on as many people as you want. So it's pretty incredible. This company wanted every person to be able to have access, daily access to these scans and frequencies in their own home. And that's what we have. So I am so grateful to Solex and everyone involved with allowing us this access to this incredible technology. So the AO Scan technology is a biofeedback scanner and frequency generator with a series of programs that we can use to scan and balance our energy from our own device with a monthly membership. So here's what the app looks like. These are the different programs that you can use to scan and balance your energy. I'm going to first go over the 3 scans that you all will be receiving. So if you have already filled out the Google form with your information that I need to make a profile and complete your scans, I will be completing them and emailing them to you right after this presentation. If you haven't yet filled out that Google form, please do so because I need that information in order to complete your scans. And I really want everyone to experience this. So make sure you fill that out and submit it. The first scan that you will be receiving is the inner voice. This is the one that's my favorite. This is the one that saved my life, literally. And this is the reason I needed the voice clip from you. This scan analyzes over 8,000 frequencies of your voice to determine what is emotionally and energetically out of balance for you. It then generates a report and 4 custom music files that contain frequencies to help balance your emotions or anything that was found out of balance in the scan. Those optimizing frequencies are going to be in the music for you to listen to. For the inner voice scan, you will receive 2 emails. One says AO inner voice scan. That's where you will find your report. And one says AO inner voice audio. That's where you find the music files. You open it, scroll to the bottom, and there will be 4 music files. You can download each one, put them into whatever music player you use, put them on repeat, and make sure you wear headphones when you listen to them. You will want to listen to them every day for up to 2 weeks. When I was healing from the anxiety, I was doing a new scan with new music multiple times a day. I now just do it once a day, and sometimes I forget because I really don't need it anymore, but I do know the importance of staying balanced because we do live in a world where stressful things happen. We absorb energy from other people. There's toxins in the air, toxins in the food, there's EMFs everywhere. We're holding our phones all day. So there are definitely reasons why we would want to or need to continue to optimize our frequencies and stay balanced. So I do still continue to do scans and listen to the music and send myself frequencies. So the inner voice scan is where you will find your report, and you'll scroll to the bottom again. The first 3 pages just explain more about the scan and how it works. And the last 4 pages will be your report. So I'll show that to you on the app because it's bigger and you can see it better. So when you're looking at your report, the 4 categories will be titled above. This one is conflicting beliefs versus congruent beliefs. So that is the energetic imbalance. And every time you do one of these scans, the program is always going to pick out 4 imbalances, even if it's just slightly out of balance. Each category will show you the positive and negative emotions associated with that imbalance. If it's not that out of balance, you will most likely resonate mostly with the positive emotions. And if it's really out of balance, you would most likely resonate with more of the negative emotions. So this is just showing you that for this imbalance, the song associated with it will help to bring back more of these positive emotions and to push out these negative emotions. Next, you will see a color of glasses. These are light wave color therapy glasses that Solex sells. These amplify your results, but you don't need these in order to heal from the frequencies. So you most likely don't have these, so don't worry about that. Under the glasses is going to be more specific to you. So it's going to show you the top 3 emotions, the top 3 vitals that are affected, maybe some vitamins, and the top 3 potential physical causes for the imbalance. So when you're looking here, don't get too alarmed. This doesn't mean you necessarily have whatever is here physically wrong with you. These can be energetic memories from something from the past. It can be absorbed from someone else. It can even be ancestral. So years ago, one of your ancestors may have had something showing up here, and the frequency of that you're still carrying with you, and it's still affecting you. And each section will also show you some things that you can consider doing on a physical level to help balance that. And each section will be similar. So are there any questions about the inner voice scan, the frequency music, or how to read this report? You can leave those in the chat. Or if you are watching the replay, you're welcome to text, call, or email me any questions that you have. I'm always happy to answer those for you. And let's just go ahead and move right along. The next scan that everyone will be receiving is the vital scan. So this scans over 850 items in your body, and then determines what's out of balance, and then sends you the optimizing frequencies to balance anything that is out of balance. So with these frequencies of this scan and all the other scans that we're going to talk about next, these are frequencies that you don't have to hear. They are sent directly to your body via scalar waves. So how this works is I would choose a target, and when I do your scan, I will pull up the profile that I made for you. And being that I will have already uploaded your voice scan, the technology now knows you. It knows exactly where to send the frequencies. It knows exactly who to scan because that's pretty much your energetic phone number. So the phone number directly to your body. So when I press scan, the blueprint frequencies will be sent to your body via scalar waves to see if you are a match. That will determine what is energetically out of balance for you. And what comes up, now the technology knows how to or what frequencies to send you, the optimizing frequencies to help shift or to help balance anything that was out of balance. And then you get to see an amazing report to let you know what came back into balance or not. So for the email, it will say AO Vitals, and you will scroll to the bottom and you'll see two different types of report. You definitely want to click on the one that says Classic. The enhanced report has a lot going on, a lot of numbers and colors, and it's just easier to look at the classic report because you see red or green. So out of balance or in balance, and it's very easy to read. So on the right, you will see what they call previous scan. That is when I press scan. So initially, when it first sent those blueprint frequencies, this is what it came up with. Red is out of balance, green is in balance. On the left, where it says current scan, that is the scan that it did after sending you the frequencies. So now you can see what was able to shift back into balance after the frequencies. So basically, the right is before, the left is after. So what we want to see is reds shifting to green. So if it's a double red, it just means that the frequencies weren't able to balance the energy that scan. Sometimes you might see where a green goes to a red. They say, don't worry about that. That energy was just needed somewhere else temporarily, and it always balances back out. You get to see your chakras, your meridians, your digestive, your insulin, your amino acids, your vitamins, your minerals, toxins, so many things. So I do want to go over here. When you see something that is a double red, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have that thing physically wrong in your body. Sometimes energy is just out of balance. Again, it's always in motion, and this is a snapshot of that moment in time. So you could be just really stressed that day. It could just be out of balance. So with these scans, we do like to look for trends over time. So if you were to get this app and start doing these vital scans every day, you would notice that the results vary. And you would see over time what things are consistently red or double red, or out of 10 scans, this thing is double red 7 times. That is more of an indication that that is something you would want to take a look at on a physical level. So as you see, a lot of stuff does shift from red to green. So in any moment, you can help balance what's going on in your body. And even if you never take a look at your report, you know that when I did the scan for you, that helped to balance your energy. So does anyone have questions about the vital scan or how to read your report? You are welcome to put those in the chat. And we will move on to the body systems. So this is the last scan that you will be receiving. So this one scans 14 systems in your body, including hormones, and you will be emailed a 28-page report. So the email is called AO Body Systems, and scroll to the bottom again, and you will see the 28 pages. So let me show you exactly how to read this. So for each system, the first page will just tell you about that system. And the second page will be the specific report for you. So let's take a look at one. Let's look at this one. Sensory nervous system. Okay, so for each system, It's going to tell you the top 5 imbalances for each category, even if it's only a little bit out of balance. So don't be too alarmed when you see some of the things that can come up. So it's going to tell you the top 5 imbalances, the top 5 vitals that are affected by the imbalance, the top 5 possible physical causes. So again, this does not mean I have yellow fever or measles. These are frequencies that were found within my energy. Again, it can be an energetic memory. It can be ancestral, so generations back. It can be absorbed from someone else. And it can also be an emotion showing up as a similar frequency to one of these. So don't panic when you see all kinds of stuff over here. And then you will see your top 5 emotional causes. And at the bottom, you will see some suggestions for what you can do on a physical level to help balance that system. So this can be a really overwhelming amount of information. So you can just take a glance at it and just know that having the scan and optimizing frequencies helped to balance some of that stuff. Or you can take a glance at this section in every system and look for things that are trending. So maybe increased trace minerals or stay well hydrated is coming up on multiple of these. You know that you can start implementing a couple of those things, but don't get too overwhelmed with trying to implement every single thing that comes up on these reports. So with all of these scans, it's important to remember that this is not a physical diagnosis. This is energy. And yes, energy is what we are, but don't consider this a diagnosis. This is just showing you where the body could use more support. And the awesome thing about this technology is it doesn't just show us where we need support. The support is within the technology as well. The support is within the frequencies. There's always more balancing we can do, another frequency we can use. There's support right here within the app that we all have access to. So it's pretty incredible. So I do want to go over the hormones. So out of the systems report, the hormones is the only one that looks a little bit different. So you will see the hormone and then this number over here. So basically what you're looking for is anything that is plus or minus more than 40%. So that's what you're looking for that. So does anyone have questions about the system scan or how to read the systems report? Now we're going to go over the comprehensive scan. So the comprehensive scan isn't included with the 3 free scans, but I wanted to go over a little bit more of what the AO scan has to offer for those of you that are considering the monthly membership. So the comprehensive scan scans and optimizes over 2,500 items in your body, including your arteries, your chromosomes, your connective tissue, ears, eyes, heart, lymphatic, muscles, nerves, organs, skeleton, and veins. And it lets you see a beautiful report with diagrams so you know what you're looking at, and you still have the before and after report so you know what came back into balance or not. There is a more advanced system of reading the report. So you have a 1 through 9 system with red still being out of balance. The red 9s are chronic or a possible inflammation, and the red 1s are acute or a possible diminished function. So you get into a bit more detail and more areas of the body with this scan. The next section that I want to go over is one of my favorites. It's SEFI, which is Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. This program, we can choose specific frequencies or make a playlist of specific frequencies to broadcast to ourselves other people or even imprint into objects like crystals or jewelry, and even imprint into water or sugar pellets and take the frequency like a homeopathic remedy. So there's different categories depending on what type of frequency you're looking for. So this category has things like abundance, love, gratitude, health. There is an entire category for physical symptoms, all listed alphabetically. Pretty much every physical symptom you can think of, there's a frequency for it. So say if I wanted something for knee pain, I would just choose it. If I want to broadcast the frequency directly to my body, I would just hit 2 minutes frequency, and it sent the frequency directly to my body. And with this, you can see this image and hear the sound that's coming from it. But this, again, you don't have to hear this frequency to receive the benefits of it. So you could just have it playing in a completely different room, and the frequency is still being broadcast to your body. Whoever the target is on, that's who it's sending it to. And you can even have subcategories. So say if you want your animal, spaces and objects, so your whole house, a room in your house, your car, your bank account, your children, whoever you want to send the frequency to, you can make a profile for. I can also set an object on top of the screen, such as my crystal or a glass of water, and I can hit imprint, and the frequency will go directly into that object. I like to often imprint frequencies into water and drink them. There's an entire category for affirmation frequencies. There's flower remedies, so you can choose by symptom. You can even scan yourself to see which one the technology is recommending for you. There are chakra frequencies. So say you did your vital scan and a couple of the chakras weren't able to balance out after the optimizing frequencies of that scan. You can come here and choose the specific chakra and just broadcast yourself the frequency to balance it. And I always notice that after doing this, if I scan myself or whoever else later, maybe an hour later, it always balances out. There's an entire homeopathic frequency library. So you can choose by the name of the homeopathic remedy if you know them, but who knows all of these? So luckily we can choose by symptom. So let's just say allergies or an allergic reaction. You can see all of these different homeopathic remedies. You can even click scan to see which one is most in resonance with the target needing that frequency. Then you can broadcast that directly to the target, or you can imprint the frequency into water and drink it, or imprint the frequency into a sugar pellet and take it just as a homeopathic remedy would be taken. So if you're familiar with homeopathic remedies, you know that they are frequencies inside of a sugar pellet. So what they do is take the frequency of whatever substance they want to use. So they're diluting that substance down until it's just a frequency or just the message. So that way we can take just the frequency without the potential side effects of whatever it is that they took that frequency from might have. So with this technology, you can literally make your own homeopathic remedies. Another thing I absolutely love is the supplement library. So I can actually scan in the frequency of all the supplements that I have in my cupboard, and I label it with the name of it, the dosage amount, and then place the pill on top and scan the frequency into the scanner. I can then go to the quick scan and choose what I want to scan for. And right there, it's telling me out of every supplement that I have in my cupboard, which is a lot. These are the 4 that I need right now. So I can just go take those 4 because it can be very damaging to the kidneys and liver to take too many supplements, and always wondering which ones you actually need and which ones you don't, which ones are hurting, which ones are helping, and you're spending so much money on all these supplements. With the AO scan, you can simply scan yourself once or twice a day to see what you actually need and just take those. Solex also provides an entire library of their own supplements, which they provide the frequencies for. So I will do another scan, and I have all of the Solex supplements in general. So in 10 seconds, this scan came up with 6 Solex provided supplements, the frequencies of them. So what I do is I take a shot glass of water and I imprint each frequency into the glass of water, and I take it that way. And the last section that I want to go over in this presentation is the AO MindSync. This is so incredible. So with this, you can record your own affirmations. If you don't know what to say, they have some affirmations listed here for you. So if you click it, the affirmation will come up on the screen and you just read along with it. I like to do my own affirmations so I can be very specific to what I need or what I'm trying to manifest. So I would just click record my affirmations, and then I can listen to them back with headphones. And the coolest part about this is they embed frequencies into the playback music that put your brain waves into theta, which is hypnosis, which is basically pressing the record button on your subconscious mind or reprogramming your subconscious mind, literally downloading your own affirmations in your voice into your subconscious mind as new beliefs. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard of affirmations. You've maybe even tried them, but saying the affirmations all day long that your subconscious mind doesn't believe doesn't do anything to change your reality. But putting your brain waves into theta, which is where our brain waves were when we first downloaded the limiting beliefs that a lot of us carry. The first 7 years of your life, your brain waves are in theta. You're literally downloading the programs from your environment, from your parents, from your teachers, from people at school. And all these beliefs we carry with us into adult. Like, I am not lovable, I am unworthy, I am not good enough. And it can be really hard to say, I am wealthy, I am worthy, I am enough, over and over and over again, and trick yourself into believing that. It can be done, but this is just the easier way to just go ahead and reprogram the new beliefs. Whatever beliefs you want, just record them and listen to them consistently. So this is why it is so valuable to be able to use this technology every day. You can record and listen to your affirmations. You can listen to your inner voice music. You can do vital scan. You can make playlists of frequencies. And the cool thing about this is that with one membership, you can have profiles for as many people as you'd like with no extra fees. So for the monthly membership, it is $149 a month. You can cancel anytime. And again, that covers you for as many people as you would like to make profiles for. Unlimited scans, unlimited frequencies. For anyone interested in signing up to use the app, I will leave a link for that in the chat. So that's pretty much it for today's presentation. I am so excited for you to get the results of your scans and start listening to your music. Please let me know if you have any other questions at all. And if you do, I will hang out for a few more minutes in the chat with you. Thank you so much for watching. To learn more about this quantum wellness tool that's changing lives, go to aoscanqla.com. On this page, I provide you information about how it works, the 40 plus years of science behind it and how it came to be, information about the programs that you will receive access to with your subscription, diagrams, videos on how the scans work and what benefits you might receive. You'll find pricing information, a video about how to sign up, and my favorite product bundle that you can use to amplify your results with the technology. You'll also see real transformation stories and testimonials from other users. Check the video description for direct links, related videos, and how to contact me. I invite you to join the SolX community and start scanning and receiving the benefits of frequencies today. Thanks for watching.